Hey everybody, welcome to another Fish Tech live show, and today we're looking at the brand new Inyaka update. I'm going to get straight into it. We're going to go to chart. As always, you do a restore defaults, as you guys know by now. Do a restore defaults on your unit, and that will clear up some of your RAM. Make sure you don't have any trails. Your waypoints are fine as long as you don't have too many duplicates. If you're worried about duplicates, just get rid of them and use something like GPS tracker or something like that to clean them up. Okay, we've turned that off. We're going up to Inyaka. Here we go. It's up here. Nullspruit, White River, Pilgrim's Rest. There it is up there. Okay, at this point, as you see, I used Navionics to sort of get to the area. If you're sitting at home and you're not physically on the dam, this is what you're going to do. You're going to put north up and your look ahead turned off and use Navionics as your initial chart. Then you can put your chart in. You'll see if I select that, that's all you've got. Now I'm going to insert the chart. Keep in mind, this is going to be default. This is exactly how you're going to get it. For the guys with the newer model units, the restore defaults isn't really absolutely necessary. But if you're running an older unit like a Gen 2 or an Elite TI or something like that, you absolutely have to do a restore default. There is a RAM issue, and you don't want to run into those type of issues. Inyaka Dam, that's what we're after. So I'm going to select that. You can say yes to any of those that pop up, but I want to start with this one here. And by default, as you'll see, you'll have the sandy colored background, and then you'll have all your contour charts. You'll have the various names of the areas of the dam, and you'll also have all your photographs going around the dam, like that. Keep in mind, these photographs, there's about 800 photographs. They were taken when the dam was at about 80%, which is almost 2 meters down. So there's some really good information there. But as you guys always know, this initial overlay here, I'm going to select it, this overlay. Never touch that. If you've got a Fish Tech chart in your unit, never ever touch that. That remains off at all time. The photo overlay that I'm talking about is under more options, chart options, and photo overlay and full. Now you can either make that full and you'll end up with the contours on top of a satellite, or you can go land only and you can have the colored isobaths on top of the satellite. But most people like to use that unless they're doing depth highlights. How do we do a depth highlight? We go back to land only, we go back, we go to our categories, we turn, remember you've got to activate that little button on the left side of the screen with your thumb, and let's say we want to activate anything. Let's just put on 12 to 15, just for interest's sake. Let's just do that. There you go. That's your 12 to 15 range. It's highlighted all around the dam. So those will be your areas. If you're looking for a flattish type of area, then look for this, that where it gets very wide or fat, whatever you want to call it. That would be a great area if you're looking for a nice big flat area, highlighting that particular range. Okay, for now, let's just put them all back on again. We're going to go back to full. Okay, next you also have this satellite. While I'm here, is a really nice satellite, and I'll tell you why. It's one of the latest ones. I'm going to turn those lines off, those contour lines, so we can see what's going on here in the background. You can see timber and all sorts of things. And what I've done is I've also lightened it up a little bit. It was very dark. You couldn't really see much. But now with it lit up like that, you can see quite nicely. What we've also got is we have a, let me put those lines back on. The area I'm going to turn off, you'll see why, because I want to go the shaded relief. The chart detail I want to make low so it doesn't get too cluttered with the minor contours. And then if we keep that on low, back, photo overlay, we put that onto land, and now what you've got is you've got a really nice high contrast, depth dependent shaded relief. The shaded relief I've cut off at 51 feet, as you can see down there, and because that's roughly where your thermocline is on this dam. I've been told it ranges between 45 and 55 feet, and that's where it sits there. So that's essentially going to be your fishing range. So for those of you that enjoy a shaded relief, you've got a nice high contrast, concentrating all the colors just into those fishable depths. Keep in mind with a shaded relief, you cannot highlight a depth range. For that, you have to go to, you'll go full, you'll go back, categories, turn that on, and then, like I said, select a depth range, 12 to 15, like I had just now, and you do it that way. You can't do it the other way around with the shaded relief. I'm going to turn the shaded relief off. Okay, next, we have the Ultra HFs, our side scan mosaics. Remember, we've got to do the same thing. Go chart options, categories. No, my apologies. Photo overlay full. And there's your side scan mosaics. Now, what's nice about this is if you feel like the mosaic is covering something in the background, I've done the same thing again. You've got a shaded relief. So you can use your photo overlay as a switch. So if you say, okay, I want to see what the satellite had there, but not the side scan mosaic, you can just simply switch it using photo overlay, land only, or full. So you've got secondary points out here. Very, very interesting stuff. These little ledges like that, absolute gold. Absolute gold. Take your time with the charts. Spend a lot of time just following a depth range that you're comfortable with, and you will find some absolute gems. I'm not going to go through too much here. As you can see, there's some really gnarly sort of stuff there. You can spend a lot of time in an area like this breaking it down. If you want to see if there's any photographs here, you just simply go back to your Inyaka, and you can see there's a photograph there. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. You tap on it, you tap on image, and you can see there. That's what you've got in the background. Another nice thing, if you want to see what other photographs are in this area here, we can see we've got 711, 712, and what have you. Just remember 711. We go back, we go to, my apologies, we go to pages, we go to storage, we go to the memory card, and I've included a PDF of those photographs. I've made them really, really small so that they load quickly, because for some other reason the photographs, these are very low resolution photographs, just so that it loads a little bit quicker, because the PDF reader on these units is a little bit slow. Then you go to page, we said 711, if I remember correctly, say okay, and that should take you to that photograph that we saw there. And then from there you can just go my apologies, we're going up. There's a nice little interesting hump. You see that? 712. And then you can just make your way around the dam, looking at all these little photographs here. Like I said, there's nearly 800 of them, so that's going to keep you busy for a while. That's about it. We don't have a sediment for Inyaka, unfortunately, which is quite sad. Let's just have a quick look down the west side of the dam. I haven't showed you the Ultra HF West. Same story. As we switch over like that, you've got to go back, chart options, photo overlay full. There's your side scan mosaics, which we call the Ultra HF, and as you'll see, it's it's a huge improvement from the last one. A lot of this deeper stuff, like going all the way out there, this is quite a long extended point going out here. That has now been scanned all the way out. I've covered all the deep water points, so you don't have to worry about that. You can see all the old roads, the old forestry roads. What's also nice about this is you can see what's laydowns, you know, where timber has fallen over. You can see still the standing timber. You can identify the rocks in between it. Yeah, you can just spend so much time just browsing through all this incredible data. This update is a free update for those of you who have a current FishTech subscription. So this isn't a version 2.0. You don't have to buy the chart from scratch. Get hold of Colleen. If your subscription has expired, that means you haven't bought a chart in the last 12 months, you can do one of two things. You can either buy a new chart, any one of our new charts that will come with a 12-month subscription, and that will entitle you to all the charts that qualify for a free update. You can send them all at the same time, have them all updated at the same time. If you're not happy with some of your cards, you can always just pay that 100, 150 Rand, whatever it is, for a new card, and just tell Colleen, listen, take my card, scrap it, put it on a new card for me, and she'll put that onto a brand new card for you and re-encrypt it from scratch. And guys, that is it for Inyaka. Like I said, get hold of Colleen and she'll sort you out and get your updated chart to you ASAP. See you guys at the next video.